Hello. Alrighty. Hope everyone is doing amazing today. I have Carolina with us. Hello, welcome. Hello, hello.
Hi, Blake.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very good.
Oh, I can't
Okay,
see.
let me see.
Oh, she's
No,
getting
it's
set
because I
up.
have right there. Right there. Got it.
Oh, that's beautiful. You look amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How you feeling today?
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm very good. I'm very good.
Great. And where are you coming live today?
Well, I'm at my house because
There you go.
we work some days from the house, and some days we get to go to the farms, and we also have an office in the city. So yesterday was one of the days that I went to the office, but most
Great.
of the time I'm working from home.
Oh, that's very nice. Are you like a in-home person, or do you like being at the farms? Do you like being in office?
Both, both. I
Yeah,
think it's very important. For us, it's very important to go to the farms and check
yeah,
what's going on and how the flowers are coming
yeah,
and how is everything going. But also I enjoy being at home, and I feel very comfortable because from home I work like more calm and and
yeah,
so it's good to work from home, but it's also necessary to go to the farm and to the office as well. So
absolutely.
I enjoy both.
Yes, I mean, at one point it's like I just want to be in my pajamas all day, and
That's right.
I don't want to move. I just want to be here at home, forget about traffic, forget about people. I just
That's right.
I want my
That's right.
solitude. But then at the other time, you want to be social and you want to, be around other people. And then obviously, like, we don't have farms, obviously, but I'm very jealous, and I want to learn more about that as well as we, have our conversation. But to have the opportunity to go out and actually see your beautiful floral um, uh,
Hmm.
farms and content. It's amazing. So,
Yes. Well, you're welcome to come anytime.
you know what?
We really enjoy when people come and visit us.
Yes,
It's
that's
really
like
nice for us.
the
Yep.
sixth invitation I've gotten to Colombia, and I'm like,
Yes.
I need a book a flight. It needs to happen right now.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and it's very close, one farm to another. We are very close. So for you, it's gonna be very easy to go from one place to other place.
oh, that's
No problem.
perfect. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a whole tour. You'll see. I'm
Good.
gonna make sure I
Good.
see you. Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
We can actually get started. It's 12 on the dot.
Okay.
But first, thank you so much for joining me today. I reached out and you were so welcoming and responsive. I really appreciate you jumping on this live with me to talk more about the flower movement and
Yeah.
about, I feel like I'm saying this wrong. Is it Silvestres?
That's good. Yes.
Is that right?
Silvestres.
Silvestre.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, good, good. And learn more about Silvestres and what you guys are doing in your communities to help spread the words of flowers and make people feel good
That's
with
right.
flowers. That's really what this movement's all about. But I want to get started just learning more about you. Have our viewers learn more about you. So please tell our viewers who you are and who you work for. What do you do? All the tea.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Well, I'm the marketing manager, and I have been with Silvestres for almost 2 years.
Nice.
I work very closely with the commercial department, making sure that our website and our social media are updated, that
Yes.
they are dynamic. And I'm also in charge of all the shows and the events that we participate in. So
Yes.
I am behind the scenes.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't see me, but I have to make sure that everything that we do in our events works perfectly.
Yes, absolutely.
Also sending samples and arranging everything for new customers and new markets. So that's what I do in Silvestres.
Oh, beautiful. And I love, our roles are very similar in website social. So
Yep.
what kind of got you into that area? Like why marketing? Why marketing flowers?
Well, I am an international business negotiator.
Mm,
I have been in different companies, but my very first job was at a flower company. It was like 13 years ago. When I just graduated from university,
yeah,
I used to work at another farm. I worked there for 3 years. Then I moved to a different industry and
yeah,
start doing something different.
yeah,
But 2 years ago, I saw this opportunity to go back to where it all started
yeah.
for me as a professional. So I joined this company, and marketing has always been something very exciting for me.
Yes.
So I saw that opportunity working with social media, working with the website and all the marketing side of my career, and I really enjoyed that. So that's why I became the marketing manager, and that's why I started working with flowers again.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I'm sorry, I'm
And
going.
it's a very
Yeah.
nice product, very nice industry. I really enjoy what I do.
Oh, that's lovely. I love that. And like yourself, started in flowers. Um, 2 years ago. I didn't ever. Flowers to me always meant holidays. So they always meant Mother's Day. They always meant anniversaries.
Yes.
That's all they really had symbolized. But when I started actually working, in the floral industry, I realized that, oh my goodness, like this industry is, for one, huge, and there's so many different processes and steps to things and different marketing outlets that you never kind of understood or realized existed. And then people feel like, well, flowers is easy to market. And it's like, it's really
No,
not. Like
that's right.
there's so many different varieties and colors and products and channels, different distribution channels, for flowers to really, shine. And you have to really do the research because I had to do that. I was like, I don't understand when we were like wholesalers to distributors to supplier, and I'm like, what is happening? Like,
That's right. That's right. And I agree with you. And also, it's not an easy product because when you work with live products,
yes,
they are very hard to handle, and the logistics has to be perfect, and
does
everything has to work because we have to be on time for a holiday or for an event.
that is
So it's very hard. It's very hard.
it is, yeah. So, I applaud you for getting into marketing floral. I mean, it's incredible. I'm right there with you that it's difficult, but it's also very, rewarding, and it's
That's
a
right.
great way to be creative. So
That's
I love that. I love that about this industry, and marketing. Marketing's the best.
yes.
So tell our viewers more about Silvestres, and uh, uh, I guess your relationship with Wolfsa.
Uh-huh. Yes. Well, Silvestres has been in business for 34 years, since 1988. And we have always grown flowers, mainly chrysanthemums, but we also have another type of products. We have these buds, we have spiders, we have gerberas, we have matsumotos, we have asters, and we also have our own bouquet facility in
Oh,
which we can process any type of arrangements. We also can supply supermarkets, the supermarkets business,
very nice.
and we have a tinted facility. So we can also tint flowers and send
Oh,
them to anywhere.
oh, very nice.
Mhm.
Tinting. So is
Yeah,
that like, are you airbrushing? Is that how you?
both. both.
Both.
Oh,
Okay.
yes,
Very
yes, we can do both processes. Yes. We have 3 farms located in the Rio Negro area.
nice.
I'm very sure that you have heard about this area because
Yeah.
it's where most of the flowers of Antioquia, the region of Antioquia, come from. We are
Yeah.
very near to the airport, so that makes our logistics very easy to
Yeah.
ship the flowers. Yes. And with our products, we mainly want to share feelings, and that's what a flower do. So we always say that we send Colombian feelings all over the world.
You do. You really do. Especially America. I mean, what would America do without you? I mean,
That's
honestly.
right. And it's our main market.
Yeah.
United States and Canada. It's our natural market and our main market. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I know we have, a few like, California
Uh-huh.
growers and yeah, but it's and even in Florida, but it's very it's scarce and Colombia really just kind of that saturates the American market
Grows
here.
everywhere. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's incredible. So I love that. Um,
Mhm.
so
And with WUPSA, we have been members of WUPSA for almost 10 years, I think.
okay.
And we have always support what you do, and we participate on your conferences, and we have always been there for WUPSA, helping with anything that you need.
Absolutely. Yeah. I can't recall. Were you guys at FDC this past year?
Yes,
You were? Okay.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
Well, yeah, back on March.
Were,
Yes,
were you
this
were you
year.
were you present?
No,
Okay.
no, I didn't go. We had the presence of the commercial manager and
Okay.
one of our sales executives.
Oh, great. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, I walked that show floor like as much as I possibly could. But
Hmm.
it was so crowded. Like there were so many
I know.
people and
And
we had a lot of tabletops, which was fantastic. I mean, we had, all everything was sold out. So, we were extremely um uh uh excited for this event this year because COVID had died down a little bit more, but everybody was still like a
that's
little.
right.
We were concerned about planning this event and the logistics of it, and it ended up being great and turned out amazing. So thank you for being a part of that and contributing to our association. We need it and we love it, and that's all we really want to do is share the feelings with flowers and get everybody together. So I'm
I heard very good comments about all the people that went there. We got the opportunity to see our regular customers and talk to them and also meet new ones. So that was
Yes.
very good for us.
Oh, that's
Yes.
perfect. That's what it's all about.
Mhm.
That is what it's all about. So today I actually brought you on because I wanted to talk about the flower movement. For those who don't know of the flower movement, this was started as like a grassroots campaign by our past president, Gabriel Becerra, and he wanted to figure out a way we can pull together membership and really push out the other side of flowers, the way they make you feel. There's always like the business development side, the logistical side. That's great because that keeps everything flowing. It keeps business going. The flower business in motion. But at the end of the day, it's really about how flowers really make an impact. So, and what
Mhm.
members are doing, in their areas. For instance, you're in Colombia, and to see exactly how they are using flowers to promote happiness, joy, love. Um, and I've told several of my participants I've had on here that it does not have to be flower related. So
Uh-huh.
if even if you had the company go out and do some volunteerism, you had an event where you were a sponsor, you might have gone to some local community shelter and maybe and gave flowers. Whatever you did, it doesn't have to have flowers, but we want to share those stories of our members that they're actually doing something and how it actually makes a difference in our floral community.
Yes, well, we have been doing different activities, as you mentioned, most of them related with flowers.
Perfect.
But but I think that one of the most important things of Silvestres is that they care a lot about their employees' welfare.
Mm,
So
love that.
we have to start working with our employees, making sure that they are good, that they feel safe at the place that
Yeah,
they are working. So we have to start at home and start working with those people that serve the company, and then they are the ones that are in charge of saying that what we do can impact their local community.
yeah,
Because if they are good with themselves, if they are good at home, then they can impact their closest and their local community.
absolutely.
Not necessary with flowers, but that's one of the things that we do, really taking care of our employees' welfare.
That's great.
And we also participate in something that is called Petal It Forward. I don't know if you have heard
Yes.
about it.
Yeah.
It's from
Right,
SAM.
SAF.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So we have been participating for 2 years in a row with them,
Nice.
and that consists that you give a bouquet of flowers to a stranger that
Yeah.
is just walking by.
I love that.
So so that's very nice, a
Yeah.
very nice activity. And we gave those bouquets to those people, and then they we gave two bouquets,
To be.
one for them, the other one is to share with someone else.
Oh, perfect.
So so
Yeah,
that's
to
one of
keep it
the
going.
ways.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, pedal it forward. That's what it is, the main objective.
That's great.
And on our local community back like 2 years ago when we
Yeah.
were on quarantine, that we were at home,
Yeah.
we also made some bouquets and we went to a local hospital
Oh.
and we gave the bouquets, the flowers to all the doctors, all the medical staff, all
Oh.
the people that work at the hospital, because we knew that it was a very hard time for them, that
Absolutely.
they were crowded with people that were sick. So it was something to reward them and to give them appreciation for
Absolutely.
what they are doing for our community. And we also participate with donations all year round. We
Great.
have some churches that are really close to our farms, and we gave them flowers for their holidays, and also if they have a special event that
Yeah.
they want flowers, when then we gave them the flowers. We also have different schools that we go to and give flowers as well, and also non-convents, orphan homes.
Yeah.
So that's what we do regularly and all year round.
Oh, that's wonderful. What do you
Mhm.
think of all of those amazing community activities? What do you think of all of that made the biggest impact to you personally? Did any of those really resonate with you?
Yes, yes, of course, because well, you feel very nice, well, giving those flowers, and also you feel that so they are thinking about you and they are praying and they are like saying, well, I want them to be good, to continue their business and everything, because that's what we do with the flowers.
Absolutely.
And we also give like happiness, kindness, and all type of feelings. Well, a flower can make
They can
people
do it all.
happy.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
And that's incredible that you guys are because doing these things can be hard. I mean,
Mhm.
I've spoken to a few people and they say, I'm not sure how to, start doing these things. I'm not sure if we have the funds. I'm not sure if we have, the product. But, it's never about you know, all the limitations, just more so
Mhm.
whatever you can do to take that step forward and actually help, whoever needs that help, whoever needs that assistance, whoever needs to feel good, even if it's for a moment, because obviously a flower, like we know, has a shelf life. So,
Uh-huh.
we have um, we have this immediate sense of like reaction and feeling when we receive flowers, but you're like, oh, but it won't last. Oh, but it won't, like, because the flower itself, will die eventually. But at the end of the day, like, you made someone feel good in that
That's right.
moment.
That's
And they
right.
will remember that.
That's right.
They will
That's right.
remember.
That's what I was telling you about when we went to the hospital. You never, well, you cannot imagine the faces on the people. They just
Yeah,
bright their faces just receiving one bouquet of flowers
for sure.
because they just made them happy. It doesn't matter if it was for 5 minutes that they could just stop thinking about all the work they had and
Yeah,
just smile for a little while.
for a little
So
while.
that's yes, yes.
Absolutely. And I think it makes even longer impressions again than a shelf life
Mhm.
of a flower. And they feel like, you know, it's a lot of turmoil is happening right now. A lot of bad things are going on right now. And really all we need to do is just think about those happy moments and think about, you
That's
know,
right.
those positive things that really get you through. And so, all of the medical staff, all of the nurses, everyone who's on the front lines, like, they need that more than ever. They need that because they see people dying all the time and
All the time.
suffering.
Yeah,
So they want to do
yeah.
everything they can, to make sure that, people are doing well. And flowers, I mean, just looking at them and getting one, receiving one, giving them, all of it makes you feel some type of way.
Special.
Yeah, feel special, absolutely. So
Yeah, and
that's
also having flowers at home, it's also very nice.
yes, yeah,
Having all these colors to brighten your day.
absolutely. And
Now
that's
that
why,
we are working, now that we are most of the time at home,
yeah,
so they really brighten your day.
they do.
Yeah,
As I can see here behind you, you have a
yeah,
beautiful
I do.
arrangement.
Yeah,
They do. They brighten up your home. They brighten up your life. I mean, you're
yes.
absolutely right. So, and so I guess if you were to give any advice, for people to be active in their communities, to actually, um, have that flower movement mentality, what advice
Mhm.
would you give to our wholesale florists, our suppliers, salesmen, other marketers? What advice would you give them?
Well, just to keep up with the great work. For us, flower business is very important as a country and as a city. And I think that with the flowers, as you were saying, we can do a lot of things to make people feel better.
Yep.
And if you feel good and if you are good in your inside, then you can show it outside. So most what I would say is to keep doing what you do, or to keep growing and continue giving happiness to people through our beautiful flowers.
Oh, that's great. Very well said. I love that. I love that because even like especially the being given something on the outside kind of makes you feel some
Mhm.
type of way on the. I mean, that is so true. That's so true.
That's right.
It's more than
Yes.
even just a gift, because flowers really create a kind of um, a larger impression. It gives you something on the
Mhm.
outside and it gives you something on the inside.
Mhm.
So that's really what I love about them in general. They really pump you up. They pump you up and they
Yeah.
make you feel
Yeah.
good. Um,
Yes.
I do want to say that so that way we can have others really be engaged in their communities because again, it can be hard to go out and provide your community or a foundation or organization with flowers. But that's what we want to do is WOSA wants to help our members and anyone else have those resources and tools so they can go out and do those good tidings. That's what we want to do.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you heard, but we're going to have a Flower Movement Awareness Week. And it's going to be
In August,
yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, yeah,
And
I've heard that.
Yeah, it's going to be in the middle of August, and it's going to be one whole week where everybody, you know, funnels their team together, figures out what they want to do, what community activism they want to get involved in, get a couple flowers, and see where see where it takes you essentially, because we want people, you know, to find the time and the energy to get other people to feel good with flowers. And our members have those resources. You're growing them right now, you know.
Yeah.
all it takes is just a day, 2 days, a couple hours to make someone feel good.
Perfect.
So I can't wait to share more of that information. I implore everyone to go to www.flowermovement.org to learn more about it and to get involved in the flower movement. Carolina, I had you challenge somebody to come on the live with me next. You told me who it was, but can you tell our viewers who you are challenging?
Yes, we are very close to another farm that is called Monte Carlo Gardens.
Yes.
So I challenge them to be on your next live.
Yes. So
and I think they are willing to do it.
Oh, perfect. I haven't dropped in their DMs yet, but I'm
okay.
I'm gonna drop their DMs.
Yes.
I'm gonna come on here, and I'm gonna see what they're also doing in their area, which is a similar area. But just so that way we can keep the conversation going and make sure that, you know,
yes.
all of us marketers have this in our bank to know, like, we need to start doing more community activism and more outreach with flowers, because again, it's not that hard, especially when you have our help, because WOSA's here to help.
Yes, and you can count with us because we, as I told you, we really like working with WOSA, and we are always willing to participate in the. That is very important for us as an industry, to be present and to be visible, and to get to know it, and to get other people know what you're doing.
Absolutely. But I appreciate that so much. And I really appreciate the things you and Silvestres are doing, you know, in Colombia, and helping individuals feel really good about flowers. The SAF Pedal It Forward is a genius campaign, and WOSA for the first time this year is definitely going to do it. So we can't wait to get involved and actually make people feel good with flowers. And then as well, push out our flower movement Awareness Week, so we can make sure everyone all around the world is celebrating people with our beautiful flowers. So any last words before we sign off, Carolina?
Well, no, thank you for having me here. I really enjoyed being with you, talking to you, and also I just want to tell you that we are always willing to support you and participate in your activities. So you can count on us anytime.
That's perfect, because I plan on bothering you 24/7 with
no problem. So, and I can post anything on our website, on our social media, so that people can get to know what you're doing. No problem.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you so much for the support. Same goes over here, because you know I run it.
Yeah.
I run it all, so I appreciate you so much. Thank you to all of our viewers. I see so many comments, and it's amazing. Thank you so much for joining in our conversation. This has been a great live, honestly. Like, we've had so many people hop in. So again, thank you so much for coming on. I can't wait to hear more about these activities you're doing. I'm going to email you, and I want to put them on our Flower Movement website.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
perfect.
All right, bye everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.